to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here's the handoff. Breaking tackles. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught by the receiver. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Breaks into the open.
Well, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
He hands it off from the gun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. They're going to run it here. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen, short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Larson. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback's got it on the option. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, you lose the paddle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to scramble. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice game.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding some room at the 25. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 0 running route. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
4th down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Design quarterback run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Clark. That's strong coverage, though. They're tackling at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass is intercepted.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
First and goal here for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, they begin in the great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick return at that time. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. Quick throw to the left. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the 1st down at the 47. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the tackle all the way down to the 17.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
They could take the lead with a chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on fourth down. He could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a quarterback who's willing his team to find a way to win. Fourth and goal, everything covered, and instead of trying to squeeze it in, he trusts his legs to get it into the end zone, and it pays off.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Tight end goes in motion. Ball handed off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Receiver in motion now. A direct snap. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They'll run the option. He breaks free. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
On the handout, they'll test their right side here. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. Man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, fortunate to make the recovery himself.
The ball is on the ground, but this running back has got to be elated that somehow he's able to get it back. I'll tell you who else is elated. The play caller and his head coach on the sideline.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, he dropped the ball again. Now he gets it back, but that's the second time we've seen the ball on the ground from this running back. Ball security is paramount. I mean, it's a deal breaker if you do not buy into it as a running back. His coach is not going to be happy that he's put the ball on the ground twice.
Able to convert on third, sets up first and goal at the 8.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. He's swarmed by the defense.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds this defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. On the move now. Looking for 6. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the returner is brought down. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Mays. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, what a grab! And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Boy, I thought the defender was in really good position here. Just kind of working that receiver to the sideline. I didn't think he had enough room to come down with it. Somehow he comes up with the catch and gets a foot down.
falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. The returner is blocked out. Makes a start with the next drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring the way their defense is going. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The game makes it second and medium. Running back with the football. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Let's see what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff heading left. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going to...
Here he goes! Touchdown, Fighting Irish, to put them on top now. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous. He's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Handoff to the back. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Catch made in space. Look out. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for his big tight end. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Clemson.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. Across midfield. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, you talk about an easy completion for a big pickup. These little touch passes, it's a real test for this defense to be able to set the edge. They were behind that play from the beginning. Lucky they were able to stop him before he took it to the house.
And the runner takes off to his right. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he's got it again. Has the first down and more. Tackle made it to 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
First and goal, handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. They try to sneak it for the first. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. And they trap him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on third down. Extending the play now. Tough to shovel a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
In the red area, it's Haynes. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, the linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Bringing pressure. He bought some time, now lets it go. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out, it's Clark. Solid coverage there to get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
The sure hands. It's Tuggle. And he's brought down just short of the mark on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't. So now we got a fourth down.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to throw yet again. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. On the ground, it's Haynes.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Pressure is coming. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The Tigers will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And he takes it around the 20. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Powering through the defender. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The shotgun running play call. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Over the middle, it's Larson. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the single back takes the handoff. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. No time to play conservative. We'll see what the coordinator calls here to start this drive. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. The shotgun handoff here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship! Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.